The two captains out there discussing things with the two officials, Mel Tomelty and Dave Evans. And as soon as that's taken care of, we'll be ready to drop the puck and start this one here tonight at the arena. Massena OFA. And again, Potsdam is sewed up first place in the NAC. This is for second place. But again, it's very important positioning in next week's sectionals. So we'll know after tonight's game whether Massena plays on, or we'll know pretty much. There is a possibility that OFA could lose to Norwood Norfolk on Saturday, but I would say that we'll know pretty much after tonight's game. And of course, Massena certainly could lose to Thousand Islands. Off the faceoff, puck controlled. Edwards dumps it off the stick of Tayo, goes in behind the OFA net. Jeff Johnson after it, centering pass knocked down in front and back the other way. Here comes Kevin McDonald. Headman pass to Garvey. Garvey taken out of the play. DeRushy picks up the puck. Headmans to Johnson. Feeds Edwards. Mickey Edwards dumps it. Trying to center Tayo. Tayo shot. Glove save by Rob Barr. So Massena with the first chance in the hockey game. And we got a penalty. And it's going to go against OFA's Ed Alberto right off the bat here. Massena will go on the power play as Alberto is going to get a cross-check call. And OFA will have to try to kill a penalty here, and Massena goes on the power play. Let's see here, coming out to try to kill it off for OFA. We've got LaRose and Hansen, and it's going to be, let's see here, McCaffrey and Aarons, I believe. Massena sending the power play unit out. Edwards, Johnson, and Tayo, and Albertine and DeRushy. So it's the same unit we just saw. Face off right side in the Ogdensburg zone. Little bit of movement, waiting. Now they drop the puck. Comes to Tayo, back to Albertine. Albertine winds, his shot knocked down. Puck comes out to center ice. Bounces to the Massena blue line. It's taken across. They try to center it, and it's controlled by the Berg, but it goes to an open wing. Albertine picks it up. Taken out of the play. Mickey Edwards picks up the loose puck, starts out. Here's Edwards across the blue line. Into the corner. He gets hauled down. The puck bounces free. Controlled by the Berg, and there's going to be another penalty on OFA.
The holding penalty, no doubt about that one, as Mickey Edwards went down on the left-hand side, crossed the blue line as he did. He was held. Let's see, that's got to be...
I believe Glenn McCaffrey
number 18,
gets the game.
Glenn McCaffrey. So Massena up 2 men here before even a minute has elapsed in the game. Massena's a power play with a 2-man advantage.
Okay, for OFA, it's going to be Aarons out there, along with Hansen and LaRose. Massena sending out the same unit. Massena with a 2-man advantage here early in the game, a minute 6 of 2-man advantage. Off the faceoff, puck slides out to center ice. Albertine controls, dumping it ahead for Tayo. Tayo gets by his man, takes it across the blue line. Offsides? Offsides, the call on Massena.
Yeah, Mickey Edwards offside as Tayo going down the middle, and they switched. Edwards going on the left side, just barely offside.
So Massena here with a golden opportunity to try to take the lead here early. Off the draw, it comes to Albertine at the red line. He stops now, has a little trouble finding the puck, slides it ahead finally, it goes to Tayo. Tayo takes it across the blue line in the zone. There's Tayo dropping it. Edwards back to Albertine at the point. Albertine fakes the shot. Edwards in the slot. Here's Mickey Edwards. Has it poked away. We have a whistle and a man in the crease. That was Jeff Johnson, I believe.
Yeah, I think so, right in the crease. I tell you, that time, Massena, being patient, they set up well, started to move the puck around, but then Jeff Johnson got called. Man in the crease, face-off just outside the OFA blue line. No score, early first period. Massena power play.
Off the face-off, puck dumped down in the Massena zone by Garvey, who won the draw. And Albertine comes back for it with about 30 seconds left in the first penalty. No score, we're just early underway. Massena with a 2-man advantage here. It's dumped by Albertine, bounces in the corner. Racing for it is Tolman, feeding it around the boards. DeRushy stops it, bounces it, Edwards. Edwards through the middle, has it knocked away. Tayo steps in, picks it up. Goes to the side of the net now, right side. There's Tayo. Johnson in the slot. Johnson back to DeRushy. DeRushy over to Albertine. Albertine shot, fired it wide. Puck bounces around to the other corner. 3 seconds left in the first penalty. Here's a shot from the point. The rebound right in front. They jam at it. Nice save. 2 big saves for Rob Barr. And OFA has killed off the first part of the 2-man disadvantage. Some good chances for Massena, but a couple of good saves by Barr.
Couple good chances. As before that, Albertine waltzed in, took a shot. It just went wide. The puck went all the way around to the left-hand side. where DeRushy took a shot. Save was made. Rebound given up, and another shot, and Rob Barr coming up with 2 big saves.
Face off left side, Burke's line out there now. Massena still on the power play. Back to the point it goes. Here's Siddons, shot knocked down. Poked away, goes up into the stands. As John Frederick tried to bounce it off the boards ahead to Kevin McDonald, who was breaking out of the zone, but it went up and over the glass and into the stands. So we'll face it off just inside Ogdensburg zone. 16 seconds left in the man advantage. Off the face-off, puck controlled by Frederick. He drops it back on the defense. It's kept in there by Fauché. Bounces in behind the net. Back pick it up now, Eddie Alberto. Alberto just lofts it down the ice, and that'll kill the penalty right there. As the penalty is up, we're back to even strength. Massena OFA is OFA doing a good job killing a penalty. Puck lost side of the net. They try to wrap around right in front, knocked down, and the puck comes back to the blue line. Alberto dumps it through. It goes into the slot. They jam for it, balance with it. He slides it out to center ice. Picked up by Mark Burke. Burke looking to dump it as Massena wants a line change as the Convertini line comes out. In behind the net. The puck picked up by John Frederick, trying to move it along the boards. Headman goes to McDonald. Here's McDonald. Shot from center ice goes way over the net. Marty Medina now in the corner after it. He leaves it for King. King lugs it to center ice. Has it taken away from him. And back the other way comes Pat Wade to the Massena blue line. Aubertine is there. Feeding it over to King. Bounces it to Medina. Jumped over his stick. Back to the OFA line. Brian Hansen feeding it to an open wing. Puck bouncing around. Picked up there by Mickey Hansen. Across the blue line. They jam at it. Puck comes free over to Hansen. Hansen shot deflected wide. Puck around the boards. About halfway back to the blue line. They jam at it. And the puck bounces high. And Larry gloves it and holds on. That was a high, almost like a folly floater. But the puck came right on. And Larry had to glove it because he had an OFA man. That was Pat Wade right in front of him.
That's the first so-called save, I guess, that Matt Larry's had early in the first period. But one reason, of course, is Massena had first a 1, then a 2-man advantage on a power play, but could not come away with a goal.
Mark Aaron's line out there now. Aaron's with Montroy and McCaffrey against the Mickey Edwards line off the faceoff. Puck in the corner. Massena zone. They jam for it there. Johnson comes back, feeds it over to Paquin. Paquin has it poked away from him by Aaron's. Now coming in to help out is DeRushy, feeding it along the boards, kept in by Alberto. They jam, but it's intercepted Tile. Tile tries to lug it out of the zone. It's kept in there. Here's Scott Montroy's shot, and I don't know if it was a save, but it was stopped by goaltender Larry. Now Massena controls again. They try to break it out. Headman to Tile, bounced over his stick, goes right in on Barr, and he has to stick it himself out to center ice. Edwards steps in front of it, dumps it to the blue line. Edwards trying to come up with it. Poke checked away Alberto, dumping it to an open wing, and the puck comes to the blue line. They jam for it. Finally, it's dumped by the Blue Devils into Massena territory. Mike DeRushy back to pick it up. DeRushy, headman to the blue line, but not out. Kept in at the point. And the puck controlled by Mike DeRushy again. He just shovels it to Johnson. Johnson, right wing side. His shot knocked down by Alberto. He pokes it back out to center ice. Burke's back on. And we have a delay offsides, but that's waved off. And the puck controlled by Frederick. Here's Frederick breaking down the right wing side. Frederick takes it across. He's taken out of the play, and there's going to be a penalty on Burke.
Penalty to Mark Burke. So Massena will pick up their first penalty of the evening. OFA will go in a power play. Probably Burke for slashing, I would think.
So Burke gets the gate. We'll see what the indication is. Holding. As Frederick was almost by him, and he kind of held him a little bit, and that's what the call was for. So the faceoff will come in Massena territory. Now Massena on the short end side of things as they have to try to kill a penalty. Coming out there will be Medina along with Fauché. And it's going to be King and Sidden. And let's see what the OFA power play looks like. It's going to be McDonald out there with Garvey and Frederick, so just a regular line. Hansen playing 1 point along with LaRose. No, check that. That's Bill Tallman. And off the faceoff, puck slides back in the OFA line. Back to pick it up is Hansen. Hansen and Medina jam for it. The puck comes free. And back comes OFA. Frederick trying to feed it ahead, dumped right in. Larry's going to glove it and hold on. And we'll have a face-off in Massena territory. No score. 10:05 left in the first period. 1:13 left in the Massena disadvantage.
Good penalty killing there by Medina as he tied up the OFA defenseman in his own zone for several seconds. Finally came down to Massena, and the face-off is in the Massena end. 1:13 to go on the penalty to Massena's Burke.
Mickey Edwards out there with Jeff Johnson now. DeRushy and Aubertine off the faceoff. Puck goes in behind the net. Bruce Aubertine trying to slide it ahead. It goes to Frederick. Back to the point. Here's the big drive knocked down by Edwards. Garvey after it. He dumps it in behind the net. It comes to DeRushy. DeRushy goes to Aubertine, but Garvey steps in front and picks it up. Here's Garvey with it in the corner, left side of Larry. Centering pass right in front, comes right across the goal mouth. Nobody there, but Jeff Johnson to dump it down the ice. 49 seconds left in the power play. Back for it is Tolman. Tolman with the puck for the Berg. Starts to move it out right side. Headman pass. Goes to Hansen. Hansen dumps Massena zone. After it, DeRushy. DeRushy backhands it all the way down the ice again. As Robbie Barr comes way out of his net to leave it. And he leaves it for Bill Tolman. Tolman starts out again. Headman pass. It's Frederick poked away. Jeff Johnson's got good play by Mickey Edwards. Johnson dumps it to the blue line. Here comes racing Frederick down across the blue line. Massena zone. Centering pass. Quick shot. And that's wide. And the puck controlled by Edwards out to center ice and down the ice with 10 seconds left in the man advantage. Back for it is Mike LaRose for the Blue Devils. Johnson trying to forecheck him. LaRose changes direction. Starts out with 3 seconds left in the OFA man advantage. The puck comes to the Massena zone, and the man advantage is up for OFA. Massena gets their man back, Burke, and the puck around the boards. Alberto stops it, tees it up, deflected right in front. Here's a shot, fired it wide. Paquin with it, bangs it back to the blue line, kept in at the point. Johnson gets a piece of it, and it's back out to center ice. And we're going to have a hand pass called against OFA as somebody touched it on the way through the glove. And the faceoff will move outside Massena territory. 8:35 left. Both teams have had power plays. Neither team, actually, OFA didn't have any real good scoring chances.
No,
A couple
OFA,
of shots that were wide.
Yep, not a good scoring chance.
Off the faceoff, Burke's line out there, balance ahead to Burke, and he just directs it into the OFA zone. Comes in behind the net. Alberto trying to leave it over on the other side. The puck comes to Balance off his leg into the corner. Alberto again picking it up. Starts out. Alberto headman pass goes to Wade, who backhands it Massena territory, and Hansen goes in after it. Now picking it up. Here's Campbell, centering pass right back to the blue line, and into the corner it goes. We have a whistle. What do we have? Net off its moorings.
The net was moved behind Matt Larry. Little jostling there, and the net moved. The whistle blew. So with 8:08 to go, first period, no score. OFA Massena.
We've got the Convertini line out for Massena now. Convertini, Bentz, and Medina. And for Ogdensburg, it's the Ahrens line. Ahrens, Montroy, and McCaffrey. Face off right side. Off the draw, it comes right in front. Ahrens, short side. The save made by Larry. Picked up by DeRushy. Poked away, but it's picked up by Convertini. He lugs it to center ice. Convertini trying to get by a check, poked away. Here's DeRushy. His drive from center ice. Kind of handcuffed Barr, but he made the save and holds on.
The little knuckleball coming in there on Barr. He made the save, juggled it just a little bit, and decided to really hold on, forcing a face-off in the OFA zone. The Convertini line, Medina and Bentz out there for Massena.
Just about almost halfway through the first period. 7:52 left, no score. Off the draw, back to the point. Here's a shot. Nice save by Barr. Nice shot from the point by DeRushy. Now the puck around the boards. Back to the blue line, out to center ice. Ahrens racing down the right wing side. He's got Montroy with him. A shot. Fired it wide. Puck whistles back to the blue line. Here's another shot. Misfired. The other point. Another shot saved by Larry. And the puck comes to Paquin. He whistles it around the boards. It stopped. Kept in at the point. And it goes in behind the net again. DeRushy after it. DeRushy off the boards. Picked up by Montroy. Montroy can't handle it. The puck back in behind the net. They jam for it there. It comes to McCaffrey. Centering pass. Well, that kind of deflected off Marty Medina's stick. Went right on, and Larry covered up.
It sort of just drifted in. It deflected off Medina. Sort of just drifted into Matt Larry. Matt Larry not taking any chances at all. I don't think it was really a save, but he decided to cover up, forcing a face-off. So it gives both teams a chance to change line. Mickey Edwards' line coming out for Massena. Looks like the Frederick, McDonald, and Garvey line for OFA.
Face-off right side, Massena zone. Off the draw, bouncing puck in the circle. They jam for it. It comes into the corner. But nobody could really find the handle. Picking it up, Sidden, banging it ahead. He can't get it out of there. They fight for it in the corner. He and Garvey finally coming in to pick it up is McDonald. Centering right front shot. Score! McDonald gets the assist. The goal will go to, I believe, John Frederick. And OFA takes the lead 1-0 at the 8-minute mark of the period. John Frederick will get the goal, and McDonald will get the assist. And it's 1-0 OFA. So the Blue Devils draw first blood here at the 8-minute mark. The puck came free in the corner as McDonald in there digging for it. He centered it, and Frederick was right there in the slot, and he put it past Matt Leary. Here comes Massena's Mickey Edwards, jamming along the boards with Alberto. Puck bouncing around, Alberto with it. Starts back the other way. His shot, saved by Leary, and he's going to cover up as Alberto got one off just across the blue line. 1-0.
On that goal will be Frederick from McDonald. Also Garvey pick up assist on that, Jerry.
All right. Edwards' line still out there, Edwards. And Frederick's going to take the face-off. He's a wing on that first line, but he's going to draw for OFA. In the Massena zone, right side. Dave Evans getting everybody situated where he wants them. He drops the puck. Puck comes in behind the net. After it, DeRushy. DeRushy steps kind of in front of his own net. Headmans it out to center ice. Edwards taken off the play, and the Blue Devils bounce it up into the stands. And we'll face it off again, or actually into the penalty box. Face off this time in neutral ice area. Both teams will change as the Burke line comes out against the Hansen line. Mickey Hansen, Pat Wade, Sean Campbell. Off the face-off. Hansen, that's Brian Hansen, feeding into the Massena zone. DeRushy back for it. Feeding it along the boards. DeRushy trying to headman it, goes to Burke. Burke feeding Valance, knocked off his stick. Pat Wade picks it up and dumps it in the Massena zone again. Around the board, the bouncing puck. Fauché after it, trying to move it ahead. He jams for it, along with a couple of Blue Devils. Puck comes free, poked by Aubertine. Back out to Chad Valance. He breaks it out. Here's Valance. Ahead to Burke. Mark Burke, quick wrist shot. Goes high over the net and bounced over the glass. And the faceoff will come outside OFA territory with 6:02 left first period, 1-0 for Massena.
And let's see, Sandmore.
For OFA, I'm sorry.
Change up again, this time sending out the Vince Medina and Convertini line, and OFA changing up quickly also.
That's going to be the Scott Kaya line.
Right, that's the first time they've been out there. That's their fourth line, Jerry.
Yep. Kaya with O'Neill and Van House. Off the face-off. Puck sitting there, kicked into the zone by Convertini. Racing for it is Eddie Alberto. Alberto picks up the puck. Headman Medina steps in front, picks it up, shot! Knocked down. Marty Medina got a good opportunity, but the defenseman knocked it down. Now Convertini lost one on the backhand, and Barr just grabs it out of the air. It was not a hard shot or anything.
And it was over the net, actually, too.
Face-off will come.
Not really a save, but Barr not taking any chance as a pretty good shift by the Convertini, Medina, and Vince line that time. A very short shift, though.
Yes, as OFA is going to change their line immediately. Their fourth line get out there for a moment. Massena almost scored, so.
Right. OFA wasn't going to leave that line out there very long, Jerry.
Especially with Massena sending the Edwards line out there.
Right.
Off the draw, puck in the circle. Comes back to the blue line, and it's controlled by Blue Devils. Mark Aarons breaking down right side, 3-on-2, and the pass does not go complete, and it's back to the point and bounces by everybody and into OFA territory. Back for it there is Mike LaRose. LaRose feeds it on the other side for Hansen along the puck boards. Where is it? It slides back in behind the net again. Now Jeff Tayo steps in front of it, feeds it in behind. Back to pick it up there is Glenn McCaffrey. McCaffrey and Edwards jam in the corner. Johnson in there to help out. Puck finally tied up, and we'll have a face-off to the left side of goaltender Rob Barr. Still 1-0 for OFA with 5:10 left to play here in the first period.
Sandmore again changing kinds very, very quickly here tonight. Not leaving those lines out for any kind of a length of a shift at all. Burke line out there. For Massena face-off in the OFA zone. They lead 1-0.
Ogdensburg will change their line as well. Now, wait a minute here. It's going to be Kevin McDonald line out there for the Blue Devils. Off the face-off. Puck bounces. Controlled by Fauché. Fauché trying to get a backhander. Off comes Burke. Shot! Save made the rebound. They jam, and it's covered up. Good chance for Massena, but a big save by Rob Barr.
That puck just sort of bounced over as Fauché sort of pushed it over to Burke. Burke got the shot off, but the save was made by Rob Barr. Face off again in the OFA zone.
5:03 left to go here in the period. First period, 1-0 Berg. Off the draw, puck in the circle. They jam for it, and it's controlled by the Blue Devils. But Massena steals. Burke gets a shot knocked down by the defense, and it's lifted out to center ice. Darren King after it. King can't get to it. Fredericks does. Puck comes in the corner. Now Valance throws a check. Puck in behind the net. Valance trying to pick it up. Fredericks got it, side of the net, but his pass is errant, and it's picked up by Burke. Burke breaking out of the zone. Burke, shot from just inside the blue line bar, makes the save and leaves it as Massena makes a line change. Here comes Frederick. We have a whistle. I guess Barr held on too long.
Apparently held on too long, but and they blew the whistle, although I'll tell you, there was nobody, there was not a white shirt around the goalie at all, and normally they'll let him, hang on to him for a second and then throw it back and play, but this time El Tamaldi said, nope, face off in the OFA zone.
It's going to be Mickey Hansen's line out for the Berg. Hansen, Wade, and Campbell. And the Convertini line steps over for Massena. Off the faceoff, puck back to the point. Albertine drive high over the net. It's gloved. And he looked like a first baseman pulling that out of the air. Rob Barr.
Yeah, that was rather high going over the net, but the big left glove went up there. Grabbed the puck, or another faceoff in the OFA zone.
Off the faceoff. The puck controlled by Convertini, trying to center it, knocked down in front. Medina after it. He's taken into the boards, and the puck picked up by Scott Farron. Farron's headman intercepted Albertine. Albertine's drive just wide. Now it's Convertini back to Sidden at the point. Sidden's backhand knocked down in front, goes wide. Puck coming free in front of the net. Finally, the Blue Devils clear it out to center ice. Here comes Sean Campbell across the Massena blue line. Albertine takes him out of the play and picks up the puck. Albertine's headman, Convertini, steps by a check. Here comes Convertini. We got a 2-on-1 with Vince. Convertini, the Vince shot, just wide. The rebound in the net. Marty Medina.
Big goal for Massena. It was really all three were involved on that play as Marty Medina, Tony Convertini, and Peter Bent's big goal. All tied up, 1-1 with 3:52 left in the first period.
Big goal for Massena. Marty Medina gets the goal. Peter Bentz and Tony Convertini will pick up the assist. And I'll tell you what, Convertini worked that one beautifully as he fed the pass over. He was breaking in on the left side, fed it over to Bentz, who was all by himself in front. At the last moment, an OFA defenseman got back and tied up Bentz. He did get the shot off, but it went wide, came off the backboard, sitting in front. Marty Medina followed up, poked it in as Barr was out of the play. And Massena has tied it. It's tied at 1 with 3:52 left in the first period. Mickey Edwards out against Mark Ahrens. Off the draw. Puck back to the Massena blue line. Greg Paquin with it. Ahead. Off the boards. Back to the Massena blue line. Mike DeRushy. DeRushy dumps it. And it goes in behind the net. And Barr tries to control it. It comes to Edwards. Edwards' side of the net. He's pretty well tied up by Tolman. They jam for it. And finally the puck controlled by Ogdensburg. Trying to move it out of there. It's still in the corner, and finally the whistle blows. Where is it?
It's tied up in somebody's jersey, or I'm not sure where the puck is. I think Jeff Tile's got it there somewhere. It's probably in his glove. I don't know. Everybody's looking for the puck. Nobody knew where it was, including Jeff Tile. Face off in the OFA zone. It's all tied. 1-1 on a goal by Medina with assist to Convertini and Vince.
Face off right side. Burke's line out there. Off the draw. Puck bouncing in the circle. Burke looking for it. Can't find it. And back the other way. Here comes Bill Tolman, dumping it in the Massena zone. Around the boards it goes. They jam for it. Montroy centering pass. Comes right in front. Here's a quick shot over the net. And that shot taken by Mark Ahrens as he was falling down. And the shot goes over the net. I think they called a penalty on that. Or did they? No, they didn't. He's just coming over for a puck.
I think just for a puck
as Patterson retrieves it. Paul Patterson picks it up and tosses it back in. And, of course, the faceoff will move outside the zone because OFA cleared it off the ice surface.
They threw it over the glass. So faceoff just outside the Massena zone. We're down to 3:12 first period. Tied 1-1.
Okay, it's going to be Kevin McDonald's line against the Edwards line. They jam on the faceoff. Tayo's got it. Over to Johnson. Johnson across the blue line. Shot right on. Saved by Barry. Sticks it in the corner. Tayo after it. Back to the point, has it poked away. The puck still in the zone, picked up by the Blue Devils, Garvey, and he dumps it deep into Massena territory. In behind the net it comes. As the puck comes free, they jam for it. Here's John Frederick getting a backhander that's wide. Albertine picks up the rebound off the boards to Johnson. Massena going down 2-on-2. Johnson, Edwards, drop pass. Edwards fakes the shot, waits. Now he takes it. He fired it wide. Tayo in behind for the rebound. Puck cleared around the boards. Greg Paquin steps in front of it, dumps it behind the net again. Now it's picked up by Mike LaRose with 2.5. LaRose kind of fumbled it, but he does get it out. Now Paquin stops it, steps by a check, ahead to Edwards, and he's just going to dump it as Massena wants to make a line change here. As that Convertini line comes on, long headman pass, goes out to center ice, Garvey. Garvey slides it into the Massena zone. They jam for it there, Montroy after it. It comes to McDonald. McDonald in behind the net, taken out of the play by Paquin. Peter Bentz picks up the puck and starts out. Here's Bentz now, looking, he's going to lug it himself, steps by a check, and takes it across offsides as Medina just taken across the blue line by Montroy. And so the faceoff will come outside OFA territory with 1:58 left to play in the first period. Score all tied at a goal apiece.
All right, the Medina line still out there from Massena, Medina, Bentz, and Convertini. See, we got Sidden and Paquin back there on defense.
Aaron's out there with his line, makes McCaffrey and Montroy for the Berg. Off the faceoff, puck bounces to the Massena blue line. Sidden into the glass, ahead to Medina. Medina to Convertini. Convertini steps by a check and feeds the puck into the corner. In behind the net to pick it up. Around the boards, McCaffrey trying to move it out of there. It comes over to Montroy. Montroy headman intercepted Sidden right back out center ice. Here's Bentz feeding it ahead. He's intercepted by Ahrens. Ahrens dumps to an open wing. Puck intercepted, and Convertini picks it up. Convertini poked away, but back there is Paquin to break it up with about 1.5 left. He dumps it over to Sidden. Sidden kicks it ahead for Valance. Valance takes it in the corner. He is upended by Alberto. The puck comes free. It's picked up by Ahrens. Ahrens trying to move it out of there. Ahrens and Valance jam for it. The puck bounces out to center ice, and it comes to Montroy. Montroy right in front of the two benches, jams for it with Fauché. The whistle blows, and we'll have a face-off.
Looked almost like a fumble over there. About 6 guys after the puck right in front of the Massena bench. We're down to 1:05 now in the first period. It's all tied 1-1.
Mark Burke was at the bottom of that pile. And let's see here. It's going to be the McDonald line back out, and Stan Moore will counter with the Mickey Edwards line. 1-1 tie hockey game here at the arena. 1:05 left in the first period. Off the faceoff, puck to the Massena blue line. Albertine steps by a check. Headman to Edwards. Edwards feeds it to Tayo. Goes a little bit behind him into the corner. LaRose after it along with Tayo. Puck comes free. They jam for it. Garvey picks it up. Garvey, headman, goes for Fredericks. It's going to be too far, and it's going to be icing on OFA as they try to get John Frederick breaking out on the right side. And Garvey fed it ahead, but it was just too far. There's no way he could catch up with it.
Nobody could touch it on that play, so the face-off go all the way back. It'll be to the right of goalie Rob Barr of OFA. 0:47 now left in the first period. All tied. Massena's goal coming off Marty Medina's stick.
All right. McDonald's line stays out there. So does the Mickey Edwards line with 47 left in the first period. Face off right side. Off the draw. The whistle blows. They're going to do it over again. Somebody moved. Albertine comes over to the bench, but he's going to stay out there with DeRushy. 45 seconds left. Off the draw again. The bouncing puck comes to Barr. He tries to get it out of the zone. DeRushy keeps it in, feeds it. They still controlled by Massena, poked away by LaRose. LaRose bangs it to center ice. DeRushy after it. He can't control it. McDonald backhands it in the Massena zone. Jeff Johnson back, picks it up. Backhands it out to center ice, knocked back in again. Delay offsides call, but Massena clears the puck, and it goes to an open wing. Jeff Johnson after it now. Here's Johnson picking up the puck, trying to drop to Albertine. It goes off a skate, back in the Massena zone, but DeRushy gets back and fires it around on the other side to Albertine with about 9 seconds left. Headman goes to Edwards. Edwards steps by a check with 5 seconds to Johnson. I don't think they're going to get a shot off. Nope. As it comes to the Massena blue line, and the buzzer sounds, so we're no closer to deciding anything here as the first period ends with a 1-1 1-1 tie. Our broadcast this evening being brought to you by the Reynolds Metals Company, St. Lawrence from Massena, Albertine, and DeRushy. Bruce Albertine had a good first period, I thought. Played pretty well. Well, we're ready to start here. Larry in the goal to our right, and Barr in the goal to our left. Off the faceoff, puck controlled by the Devils. Feeding it ahead, it comes back to the OFA blue line. Headman pass goes to John Frederick, and he dumps it deep in Massena territory. Back for it, DeRushy. Around the boards it goes, all the way back to the point. Here's Tallman's shot knocked down in front by DeRushy, and he races out. Feeds it to Tayo. We got a 3-on-2 going here. Tayo has it poked away. It goes inside of the net. Alberto picks it up, feeds it back to the blue line. Johnson was trailing. He picks up the puck, has it taken away. Massena trying to keep it in. They can't. Tayo dumps it right back in, and it goes in behind the net. Barr stops it, leaves it for Tallman. Tallman feeding along the boards to Garvey, poked away, but Garvey gets it back again and dumps it to the blue line, but not out, kept in. Garvey back, circling, and he's going to lug it out himself and bounces it to an open wing. Sitten stops it there, has it taken away by Garvey. Garvey in the corner, Massena's own centering pass, and Frederick fell down, and Albertine falls over him. Massena back the other way. Johnson and Edwards breaking. The drop pass goes to Edwards. Edwards gets a shot off the save by Barr, and he holds on. Not a real good shot by Mickey Edwards, but he did get the shot off. It was chest high, and Barr gloved it.
That was sort of an easy wrist shot. He got the shot off, but Barr didn't have any trouble at all with that, and both teams will change lines now where the faceoff is in the OFA zone.
Mark Burke's line out there for Massena, and it's going to be the Aaron's line, I believe, for OFA. Stepping into the circle, Mark Burke for Massena off the faceoff. Puck out to the blue line. Sitten takes a whack at it, bounces it high, and it goes side of the net. Back pick it up is Brian Hansen. Hansen for the Burke, trying to move it out of there. Valance throwing some interference. Hansen tries to kick it. They jam for it along the boards. A funny bounce. Comes back. Valance pushes him out of the way, but the puck comes free to Montroy. Montroy loses it. Coming back for it. Finally, it's around the boards. And the puck back to the blue line. Paquin keeps it in. Shovels it in front of the net. Bounce pass comes back out to the blue line and all the way out to center ice. Racing for it. Montroy across the Massena blue line. Gets a shot off. Big save made by Larry as Larry goes back into the net. And we're going to have a whistle and a penalty. And it's going to go against Sitten.
Penalty to Sitten of Massena.
So Sitten goes off. And it might be a hit out. No, it's going to be an elbow. So Massena will have to try to kill a penalty here early in the period. 1-1 tie hockey game. We're just underway in the second period. The penalty killers, Edwards and Johnson. Albertine and DeRushy. And what are we going to have? We're going to have the Aaron's line staying out there, apparently. Faceoff will be just outside the Massena zone.
This will be the second power play for OFA. They had one in the first period, unable to capitalize. This will be their second of the evening.
Mickey Edwards steps into the circle against Mark Aarons. Off the faceoff, puck comes back to DeRushy. He just whales it out to center ice. Dumped back in again. Around the boards it goes, and I believe they called an offsides on OFA.
That looked like offside. Back where the puck originated, the pass originated, just on the Massena side of the red line. 5 seconds killed off on that penalty.
Edwards and Aarons will do it all over again here. We're waiting for the face-off as Mickey Edwards sets up his men where he wants them. And he wins the draw and dumps it into OFA territory. I guess he set him up in the right place. Puck comes in behind the net. Alberto picks it up. Starts out left side. Alberto. Johnson trying to bother him. Pass comes back to the Massena blue line. Albertine pokes it back out. Now the puck taken across again by McCaffrey. His shot knocked down up into the crowd. That took a real funny bounce. I think it went off DeRushy's leg and up into the crowd. Somebody had to move quickly there right in that first row. But nobody hurt, I don't believe, in the crowd.
Well, down to 103 in the penalty to Massena Sitten.
Okay, we've got Garvey centering a power play unit now. And Kevin McDonald on one side. Off the faceoff, puck out to center ice. John Frederick on the other. Alberto with it at his own blue line. Headman pass goes by everybody. That'll be an icing call against OFA.
I don't think OFA is very happy with that.
What happened was Larry came out to play it. Now, I think it crossed the red line before he touched it.
Yeah,
so that would be an icing.
It was definitely an icing call, but no team when they're on a power play likes to get called for icing. It killed off a little more time. We're down to 54 seconds in the penalty to Massena. Sid in the faceoff is back in the OFA zone. It's all tied, 1-1.
Mark Burke and Jeff Fauché come out now to try to kill off this penalty. I think we're going to have Alberto taking the faceoff off the draw. A puck controlled by the Devils as they break it out of there. It's Frederick down the left side. Into the corner now. Moving in, dropping back. McDonald, his shot, score! Frederick brought it in on the left side. And passed it to McDonald, who was all by himself right in the slot. And he beat Matt Leary on the glove side high. And for some reason, nobody picked up McDonald.
No, he came in on that left side. Nobody picked him up at all. He just took the quick wrist shot and beat Matt Leary on the glove side. OFA goes ahead 2-1 on a power play goal.
Well, Massena will come back with a Convertini line now, trailing 2-1. McDonald will face off against Convertini. King out there playing defense with Paquin. 12 and a half left to go here in the second period. Apparently it was a problem with the net, but now it's been straightened around. And we'll have a face-off and get going here. 2-1 for Ogdensburg. We're in the second period. A power play goal for the Bird. Off the draw. Puck bounces and goes in the zone. Marty Medina after it. In around behind the net. Has it taken away by McDonald. McDonald taken out of the play by King. King jams. McDonald picks it up. Looks to go back to the point. There's a shot. Kind of misfired. Goes into the corner. Now King after it. He's taken out of the play. Paquin steps in. Gets a piece of the puck taken away from him. McDonald tries to drop it in. Convertini steps in front. Intercepts. Headman's to Medina. Goes by him. Picked up by Hansen, who dumps it back in the Massena zone. Around the boards. Here's a shot by Garvey. He didn't really get a good one off. Garvey gets it back again, has it poked away to the blue line and out to center ice. Dumped right back in. Delay offsides, waved off. Massena clears it. Convertini after it. He can't control. LaRose picks it up over on the other side to the Massena blue line. Here comes Paquin. Paquin moving down the left side. Paquin stops at the blue line, trying to dump it in behind him. It comes to Bintz, now poked away from him out to center ice. Aubertine feeds it ahead. Aubertine trying to slide it, hit the official, and it comes back to Jeff Johnson. Johnson drops it for Paquin. Paquin has a little trouble with it, finally centers it, and it comes right in front of his own net. They jam for it there. Bintz throws a check, and Aubertine picks it up and starts down the sideline. Aubertine, headman to Edwards. Edwards breaking in left side. He's got Johnson with him, tries to center it. Knocked down in front. Edwards gets a shot off, and the save made, comes back to the point. Aubertine shot knocked down, and out to center ice it comes. Hard check thrown as the puck slides in the Massena zone. Picked up by DeRushy. DeRushy to Aubertine. Aubertine feeds Edwards. Edwards across the blue line. He stops right inside the blue line, looking for somebody to pass to, and his pass is intercepted and dumped back out to center ice. DeRushy with it. Trying to drop it. His pass intercepted, and DeRushy takes his man off the puck, fortunately, and the puck goes into the corner. Now it comes back to the blue line. Here's Alberto's drive. Way wide. We got a penalty against Massena. And who's the penalty on? I think
Jeff
Johnson.
Johnson, I believe.
So Johnson gets the gate for roughing. And Massena has tried to kill off another penalty here. OFA 1 for 2 on the power play here. Face-off will be to the left of goaltender Matt Larry. Off the draw. Quick shot. Knocked down in front. Jam. Nice save by Larry. Sitting after it. Back to the point, but not out. Alberto shot. Deflected right in front. Controlled by Sid, and a quick shot high over the net. Bounces to the side, and line. Where is it? It's tied up in the mesh, I believe. And we'll face it off again. A couple of good chances for OFA.
OFA putting a little pressure on Massena as OFA is on the power play. Johnson and Massena sitting in the penalty box for roughing.
Burke is out there to try to kill it off with Fauché. And we've got the Aarons line out there now. Aarons with McCaffrey and Montroy. Off the face, bouncing puck in the circle. Comes back to the point and out to center ice. Alberto now picking it up. Alberto into the Massena zone. Sitten dumps it down the ice, and Barr has to make a save from the length of the ice. Over on the other side now. It's Barr, or I should say Alberto with it. Alberto starts, head man pass. Goes to Aarons. Aarons feeding over on the other side. Across the blue line. Burke steals it and dumps it down the ice. Again, we're down to 48 seconds in the power play. Back the other way, the Blue Devils, and it's stolen by Sitten again, and he dumps it down the ice. Bill Tallman back for it. Pullman loses in front. Here's Fauché. Fauché shot just wide, and he hit the goalie, and it went just wide. And Fauché, I think, was surprised as much as anybody. He had the puck all by himself right in front. Now breaking in the zone. Here's a chance right in front, and the puck goes wide in the corner. Frederick's shot goes wide again. It goes underneath McDonald. Frederick comes after it. Sitten looking to tie it up, and McDonald picks up the puck. McDonald centering pass right in front. It comes in behind the net. Now Frederick going back to the point. Here's Hansen. Dumps into the corner. 5 seconds left in the power play. The puck comes in and around behind the net. Sitten picks it up. Sitten, headman to center ice, and the penalty is up. Massena back to full strength. They kill that one off. Almost got a shorthanded goal. Now Frederick centering pass right in front. Here's McDonald, shot, score!
McDonald coming in on that left side. I'll tell you, nobody picked him up at all, Jerry. Massena defense, a little bit of sleep on that play. OFA goes ahead 3-1 as McDonald scores for OFA. That's his second goal of the night.
So McDonald picks up the goal. And OFA has taken a 2-goal lead after Massena had successfully killed off the OFA power play and almost got themselves a shorthanded goal in the at the same time. OFA gets another chance here, and again, Massena failing to pick up the man in their own end. Almost identical to the second goal.
Right. They let McDonald just waltz in there all alone, and it was sort of a one-on-one situation, McDonald and Matt Larry. OFA goes ahead 3-1.
Edwards line back out from Massena. Off the draw. It comes to DeRushy. Over to Aubertine. Aubertine ahead to Edwards. Edwards trying to poke it. It goes off his stick, and it's controlled by Kevin McDonald. McDonald across the blue line, trying to bounce it back. It's controlled by Frederick. Frederick just taken out of the play. And Johnson lugs it to center ice. He gets knocked down. The puck comes free, and back into the Massena zone. It's Aubertine. Aubertine. Headman to Tayo. Tayo just backhands it deep in OFA territory. Around the boards it comes. Controlled by the Blue Devils. John Frederick trying to get it out of the center ice. It's intercepted. And back the other way comes McDonald again. McDonald trying to dump it through to Garvey. Goes wide in behind the net now. Garvey taken out of the play, and it's picked up by DeRushy. DeRushy starts back the other way, and the net's off its moorings.
Really off.
I guess so. It got knocked right down.
Got knocked down this time. This time they're going to take a little bit longer to get that net back where it should be. We're down to 8:02 in the second period. OFA on 2 goals by McDonald, Kevin McDonald, putting their lead on Massena by 2 goals now.
Face off just outside as a result of that net getting knocked over. Now the official is going to check it out again. I don't know what's the matter with it, but
it doesn't seem to be, anchored very well on there, but there's not much I can do about it. The least little nudge will move the net.
So the face-off outside. 8:02 left, second period, and it's 3-1 for OFA. Off the face-off, puck meets Massena zone, and it comes right in on Larry. He leaves it for Sitten. Sitten railed into the boards by Aarons, but gets up and starts back. Here's Sitten, lugs it to center ice, slides it ahead for Bintz. Bintz crosses, trying to dump it into Medina. Medina taken out of the play. They jam for it. Medina still got it. Now it's taken away by Aarons, and back the other way. McCaffrey feeding Aarons. Aarons breaks in his shot. The save made by Larry. Comes to Sitten. Sitten has it taken away by Montroy. Montroy centering pass right in the slot. Comes back to the point. Scott Farron dumping it over to Alberto on the other side. Alberto's drive knocked down. Puck in the corner. Picked up by Bintz. Feeding it ahead for Paquin. He loses there. Sitten rather. Comes in behind the net. Centering pass. Score! OFA. That time it's Farron or Montroy. And OFA goes up 4-1.
Massena having a tough time getting it out of their own end. Of course, when you leave it into their own end, something bad's going to happen. And now OFA goes up by a score of 4-1.
So the Blue Devils have taken a 3-goal lead here with 3 goals in the second period. And Massena's got to bear down now, play some defense. Off the face-off. Puck comes free to DeRushy. DeRushy has it poked away. Comes in behind the Massena net. Aubertine circling. Bounces along the boards. It comes to Burke, and Burke starts out 2-on-2. He's got Fauché. Feeding Fauché off his stick into the corner. OFA zone. Fauché trying to center it. Hits the back of the mesh, and is picked up there. And around the boards. Back to the point. Aubertine shot. Deflected. Balance. Backhander just wide. And the puck comes free in the corner. Jason Farron after it. His pass intercepted, comes on Barr. He gloves it and leaves it for John Frederick. Trying to move it, stolen away. Here's Valance. Valance taken out of the play. Puck comes back to the blue line and back in again. That's going to be an offside delay, but it's dumped out to the Massena blue line. Picked up by DeRushy with 6.5 left. OFA leading it on a score of 4-1. Aubertine now steps by a check, has it poked away, and into the zone comes Garvey. Garvey gets a backhander off, and Matt Larry makes the save.
Boy, Garvey was just coming out of the box, and just as he stepped out of the box, lo and behold, what's there? The puck. Picked it up, went in, save made by Matt Larry.
Back out the McDonald line. 4-1, OFA leading. Massena trying to regroup here as the Devils have come up with 3 goals here in the second period. Off the faceoff. Puck goes side of the net. King with it. Feeds it around the boards for Johnson. Johnson, head man to Mickey Edwards, bounces over his stick. Jeff Tile follows up, takes it in the zone. Here's Tile, sliders it right in front, and Johnson's in the net, but the puck isn't. And back out it comes. The whistle had blown, and they blow it again.
I'm not sure why the whistle blew. The net did. I don't believe the net moved that time. I think Dave Evans thought the net moved, and he blew the whistle. And Massena had a real good chance there as Edwards, Tile, and Johnson moving down on Rob Barr, but the whistle blew, forcing the face-off. 6:01 to go, second period.
I would say that it's rather important that Massena get one back here before the end of the period.
They need to go before the end of the period, Jerry. Absolutely.
Face-off will be left side in OFA territory. Alberto will draw against Edwards. Off the face-off, back to the point. King can't keep it in, and he has to come back for it. Backhand pass, back into the zone, right back out again. Off a skate, picked up by Garvey to McDonald. Kevin McDonald trying to feed it ahead to Garvey. Garvey comes across in the zone. Here's an opportunity right in front. Big save by Larry. Whoa. Now King takes it right in front of his own net. And finally, the puck comes free behind, and Jeff Johnson comes back to help out and slide it over on the other side. Darren King after it. Off the boards, kept in at the point again by Bill Tallman. Now Paquin just feeds it out to center ice. Alberto dumping it back in the zone. Tayo intercepts. Here comes Jeff Tayo across the blue line, and Alberto pokes it away. So Massena has to regroup. And
just calling the offside, I believe.
Okay.
As both teams now will change will change lines. Let's see. Massena will send out Carmartini, Bint, and Medina. They've got the only goal for Massena tonight.
And let's see here. Aaron's line coming out off the faceoff. DeRushy dumps it in the OFA zone. Stopped by LaRose. LaRose feeding it over on the other side. Comes back out to center ice. Here comes Aaron's. In on the off wing. Looking to center it. He does right in front. And it's knocked down by DeRushy. Convertini feeds it over to Bintz. Bintz starts out from Massena. Here comes Bintz. Lugging it to center ice. Across the red line. Poked away by LaRose. Back to Massena's Sidden. Sitting ahead for Convertini. Convertini taken out of the play. The puck still tied up. Sidden comes in, takes a whack at it, and finally the puck slides in the OFA Devil zone, but is picked up by Aarons, dumps it out to center ice. Now poked away. Here comes Montroy. Montroy in on the right wing side, in behind the net, trying to drop it to the side of the net. Racing over to pick it up is McCaffrey. McCaffrey back to the point. Shot knocked down and out to center ice by Hansen. And I guess offsides will be called as it came out and in.
Right, it was just in and out, and the OFA called for the offsides. Both teams, again, will elect to change lines. We're down to 4:27 in the second period. A good period for OFA as they've picked up 3 goals and gone ahead 4-1.
Burke's line coming out from Massena. Mickey Hansen's line out for OFA. On the faceoff, the puck comes to Paquin. Paquin dumps to an open wing, intercepted, dumped right back in the Massena zone by Tolman. Right back out again. Tolman dumps it back in. Paquin and Tolman are playing catch. Now over on the other side to Aubertine. He headmans to Valance, and Valance starts out of there. Feeding to Burke. Burke just dumps it off the boards deep in OFA territory. Tolman around the boards. Back to the point. Paquin trying to feed it to the middle. It's intercepted. Jamming for it, and it's kept in by Burke. Burke takes a whack at it, gets a shot off. The save made, and the puck back out to center ice. Aubertine waits, feeds Valance. Valance just leaves it for Burke, and Burke dumps it in the corner again. Racing back for it is Tolman. Around the boards, they jam for it. Puck in the circle. Tolman finds it and lugs it to center ice. Here comes Tolman across the blue line. Tolman in the corner, looking to center it right in front. It goes in behind the net. They try it back around, and it comes to Lair, and he makes the save. And with 3:30 left to go in the second period, it's still 4-1 OFA.
And Matt Larry having to make a save on that little backhander by OFA. And whistle blew. Face-off will be in the Massena zone. We're down to 3:30 in the second period. It's OFA 4, Massena 1.
Well, let's see here. We got the attendance, 1,019 paid, which is good.
Good crowd here tonight.
Not quite the Potsdam crowd, but it's a good crowd. Second best of the year off the face-off. McDonald's line out there against the Edwards line. Darren King with it off the boards ahead to Johnson. Johnson gets railed, but he gets up and picks up the puck in behind the net. Johnson around, trying to feed it through. King is going to try the other side. Whistling it around the boards, comes back to Hansen at the point. His shot knocked down. I guess it was just a dumping pass. And DeRushy picks it up behind the net. DeRushy's headman knocked down by Garvey. Garvey's shot goes off Larry's shoulder into the corner. King centers. It hits the back of Mickey Edwards' skate, but King follows up, takes it out, and dumps it in the OFA zone. In around behind the net, Tile going after it. Edwards picks up the puck, trying to slide it through, goes to the side of the net. Barr feeds it in behind the net. Frederick after it there. John Frederick feeds it over for LaRose. LaRose starts out left side, out to center ice. Darren King at the red line, banging it back to the blue line. Mickey Edwards picking it up. He's got Tile. Edwards gets knocked down. The puck comes free, and Garvey bangs it back to the Massena blue line. It slides into the zone. A foot race, and King gets there first. Dumps it along the glass. Marty Medina tries to get it out, but Frederick picks it up. Feeds it over to Garvey. It's out at center ice. Garvey just dumps it, as OFA is going to make a change here as well. Darren King after it. Headman pass goes all the way down the ice, and that'll be an icing call on Massena.
I think Massena want to get the line changed. They were back in their own zone, and they were down to 2:12 in the second period. It's still OFA 4, Massena 1.
Face-off will be to the right of goaltender Matt Larry. And let's see here. Scott Kaya's line back out again. Kaya, Van Housen, O'Neill, second time in the hockey game that they've gotten out. Of course, OFA with a comfortable lead right now, 4-1. Convertini's line out for Massena. Off the draw, the puck comes right on Larry, and he has to make a save. Sidden kind of falls down, trying to move the puck along the boards. He and Van House tie it up. And we'll have another face-off in the Massena zone to the left side of goaltender Matt Larry. And I'll tell you, it's 4-1. You can't blame Matt Larry, though.
No, he hasn't had too much help in front of him, Jerry.
No, he hasn't. Not at all. First goal in the period was a power play goal, and the second two were identical by McDonald as he came cruising in on the left side both times, all by himself. And he got the pass from the corner and the pass from behind him. Now Massena will make a defensive change here as DeRushy and Albertine come out.
Sidden, I think, shaken up on that play as he went down to cover the puck. So Stan Morris sends Albertine and Rushy back out.
Off the face-off, puck in the circle. Where is it? Side of the net, chance right on the save, and another save made by Matt Larry.
Another big chance for OFA.
That was Kevin O'Neill coming across the slot, getting a couple of shots off. And now Massena will change up and send out the Burke line with 1:59 left to go in the second period. 4-1, OFA leading. And the faceoff will come to the left. Off the draw. Knocked down in front. Valance finally brings it to the blue line. It's kept in and finally out again. Here comes Burke. Burke lost his stick and he kicks it in the zone. Valance gets a piece of it and it goes on bar and he sticks it in the corner. Fauché back to Albertine at the point. Albertine dumps it in the corner. It comes to Valance. Valance beating Fauché. Fauché side of the net. Short side shot goes behind. I think there was a save. We got a penalty. And we're going to have a holding call on Scott Montroy, I believe, as he had Fauché around the neck.
Fauché picked that puck up in the corner. Good hustle by Fauché. Came out, got the shot. It might have either Barr made the save or hit the side of the net. But as he did, OFA picked up a penalty. Massena's got a chance now to score with 1:33 to go in the second period. Massena's on a power play.
Kind of a break point right here in the hockey game. Massena's got to come up with a goal here. Bring the lead down to 2. 4-1 OFA leading. 1:33 in the period. Of course, power play a minute and a half. So Massena should be a man up for a while here. Rest of the period. Off the faceoff. Puck sits in the circle. Nobody can find it. It comes back to the point. Albertine keeps it in. Skates. Fakes the shot. Takes it in the middle. Drives. Nice save. The rebound. Johnson can't find it. Side of the net. And the Blue Devils. No, there's going to be what? A face-off inside as it goes up into the crowd.
Hey, good chance there. Good move by Albertine. Albertine went to take the shot. He saw there was a man in front of him. He did a little fake. Skated toward open ice, toward the slot. Took the shot. Save was made by Barr. And it was a bouncing puck. Johnson right there trying to find that bouncing puck. Couldn't find it. Finally, the face-off OFA zone. Massena's on a power play.
Edwards will draw for Massena. Off the face-off. Puck goes back to Albertine at the point. Gets a shot off. Deflected right in front. They jam at it. And OFA gets a hold of the puck. And McCaffrey dumps it down the ice. It comes in the Massena zone. Side of the net. But, DeRushy almost lost it there. But he's got it back again. Here comes DeRushy. Leading the attack from Massena. Takes it across. DeRushy in the corner, drop pass, intercepted by the Blue Devils. Ahrens dumps it along the boards, down the ice, and we're down to 50 seconds in the period, 47 in the power play. Albertine gets taken out of the play. DeRushy comes back for it and bounces it out to Convertini. Convertini gets railed, slides it into the OFA zone. Massena very disorganized now. Alberto after it. Lifts it along the glass, knocked down by Convertini. He's going to get the shot off, not a hard one. It bounces, and after it is Johnson. Johnson in the corner now. He's got it. He's ridden out of the play. Nice defensive play made by Bill Tallman, and OFA dumps the puck down the ice with 15 seconds left in the period. Larry loses it right in front of the net and sticks it ahead as Garvey was racing in there. Garvey wants a tie-up, and he does, and the faceoff moves outside the zone as Garvey tied it up.
A little bit dangerous right there.
Whoa.
Sometimes when that goalie starts to roam, it comes back to haunt him. That time, Larry going out to cover the puck. However, sometimes that puck takes odd bounces off the boards. It went right through the crease. Luckily, no blue shirts there for the Blue Devils. And finally, a face-off in the Massena's, just outside the Massena blue line. We're down to 7 seconds. in the period, down to 4 seconds in the penalty to OFA's Montroy.
Face-off will come off the draw. Puck bounced to Massena blue line. Darren King picks it up, dumps it, and it's going to go right on bar. No, he's going to let it go by as the whistle sounds. So does the buzzer to end the period. So the OFA Blue Devils score 3 unanswered. And we'll be ready to face it off here in a moment. Mel Tommely drops the puck. We're underway. Off the draw, Johnson. Headman, it goes into the OFA zone. Eddie Alberto after it. Alberto picks it up, circles around behind his own net, pokes it up along the blue lines. DeRushy steps in front and loses it. Here comes Frederick. 3-on-2. Frederick gets by the defenseman, centers it, comes right in front, and Larry gets a hold of it before it went over to Garvey. And I'm not sure if it hit a stick on the way through, but it deflected right on. That pass was definitely meant for Garvey, but it did deflect and break for Massena.
It sure was, as Massena defenseman got caught off ice, and it was a 2-on-1 against Albertine, but finally the puck went into Larry. Larry making the save, forcing the face-off in Massena's zone.
Burke's line out there now. Frederick will take the face-off as that McDonald line stays out there. Off the face-off, back to Alberto. His drive way wide. Puck comes to Fauché. He lugs it out to center ice, feeds Burke. Burke now trying to get by a check. McDonald takes the puck away, circles, feeding it ahead for Frederick. Frederick across the blue line, gets a shot right on. Larry makes the save, not a hard shot, and Sidden clears it along the boards for Chad Valance. Valance moving it to Burke. Burke has it poked away. Frederick picks it up again. Frederick takes it in on the off wing. John Frederick drop pass, knocked down in front, and it comes free. Sidden hitting his wing, Fauché. Fauché across the blue line. Here's Fauché trying to center it to Valance. It's intercepted, bouncing puck, controlled by McDonald. McDonald falls down. Burke tries to pick up the puck. Ian Alberto. Valance comes in and slides center ice. Dumped right back in again. They got a delay offsides. Massena never did clear the zone, and so they blow it. And the faceoff will come right about at the red line where the pass originated. 13:52 left, third period. OFA continues to lead it 4-1. Actually, the faceoff will be just over the red line in the Massena half of center ice. Convertini's line comes out against the Mark Aarons line. Off the faceoff, Medina gets tripped up, but he gets the puck, takes a whack at it, feeds Convertini. Convertini just dumps it in the OFA zone. Aarons is there, feeding it to his winger, McCaffrey. McCaffrey's headman, Montroy, but it's poke checked away back to center ice. Bents after it, throws a check. Convertini picks up the puck, takes it across the blue line, feeds Medina. Medina right through the middle, shot, save, the rebound. In front, they jam at it, and it's controlled by OFA's LaRose. Back out to Aarons. Aarons' shot from center ice goes high over the net, into the glass, racing for it, McCaffrey. Trying to drop it back to the point, intercepted by Medina, or Convertini rather. He feeds it ahead, goes to the Massena blue line again. After it is Convertini, and it's backhanded into the Massena zone. So Massena with a good chance to score there, didn't quite do it though. Albertine lugs the puck out, trying to slide it ahead, goes to Medina. Medina across the blue line, poked away. The puck comes free, bounces over on the other side, racing for it there is Tolman. He feeds it out to center ice to Montroy. Montroy loses it by poke check at the blue line. Following it up, here's a shot. The save made, the rebound comes in behind the net. That's Sean Campbell. Campbell moving it back to the point. Alberto shot knocked down. The bounce right in front, fired just wide. Now the puck in the corner. They jam for it there. And finally, it's tied up. And that's Mickey Hansen tying it up along with Sidden. And we're down to 12:35 left, third period, still 4-1 OFA.
And the face-off in the Massena zone. Massena has the Edwards, Tile, and Johnson line out. And
I guess Hansen's line will stay out.
Going to stay out for OFA.
Face-off right side. Off the face-off. I guess when you're leading by 3 in the third period, you don't have to worry about matching lines. And the puck comes side of the net. Here's a shot. Big save by Larry. And Tile picks up the puck. Tile in behind the net now. Trying to move it up along the boards. Bounces to the blue line and out to center ice off Edwards. Alberto dumps it right back in again. Puck goes in behind the net. DeRushy picks it up. Here's DeRushy behind his own net. Takes it right in front. Here's a backhander knocked down. Johnson comes after it. Poked away from him. They jam for it, and it's picked up there by Hansen. Hansen. His shot goes into the corner off DeRushy. He takes a whack at it. Puck comes free. After it is Campbell. Campbell looks to center it. Hansen back to Campbell, side of the net, centering pass knocked down by Edwards. Now the puck back to the blue line, dumped into the corner. Got to give this line credit for OFA. They've kept Massena bottled up here for a couple of minutes. Finally, Massena breaks out, and the puck goes right in on Barr. He stops it and leaves it for Bill Tallman. Tallman starting out right side. His headman passes. King throws the check. The puck comes out to center ice. We're going to have a penalty. King's going to get an interference call. So King comes out on the ice and goes right into the penalty box. And OFA will go on the power play with 11:31 left in the third period.
That sort of takes away Massena's offense right there.
So now they got to wait a minute and a half before they can do anything. They just try to kill off this penalty. Okay, we've got Medina and Fauché out there. Off the face-off, the Kevin McDonald line stays out along with Tallman and Brian Hansen. Here's Fauché trying to backhand it. Intercepted by Brian Hansen. Hansen, poke checked away from him, back out to center ice. Picked up there by Ahrens. Ahrens along the blue line. Marty Medina gets in front of it, knocks it back out again. Here's Garvey. Garvey dumps it in the Massena zone. In behind the net it comes, around the boards, and the puck comes free. A big pileup of players, and it's controlled by Aubertine. He makes a nice move getting out of the zone, and he dumps it down the ice. Fauché just got away with one. Should have been an interference call. Oh, now Medina gets railed.
Medina got railed.
Boy, I guess so. And Garvey picks up the loose puck, fakes a shot. He's taken out of the play by Edwards. We have a whistle. Offsides, I think, was the call.
Hey, yeah. The old bodies are flying out there now, Jerry. Wow.
We're down to 40 seconds in the OFA power play. Edwards out there with Johnson now. Aaron stays out for OFA, and Montroy and McCaffrey come out. Off the draw. Puck dumped in the Massena zone. In fact, it's right on. Gloved. Hiroshi fakes it. Now he dumps it down the ice. Barr comes out to play it. He's going to leave it for Alberto. 25 seconds left in the power play. Now the puck along the blue lines. The headman pass was knocked down, and Ahrens has to come back for it. Ahrens feeding it ahead, goes down the ice. That'll be an icing call against OFA.
Okay, there's a break for Massena as OFA is on a power play with 14 seconds left in the penalty to King. They ice the pucks to the face-off. We'll be back in the OFA zone.
Face-off to the right side of goaltender Rob Barr. Edwards with Johnson out there. 10:15 left in the third period. Alberto will draw for OFA. Off the face-off, whistle blows. OFA tried to make a change. Now they'll make a change. No, they'll not make a change. Mel says no. When Mel says no, it's no. Alberto will draw against Edwards again. 13 seconds left. Off the face-off, puck comes to Johnson, back to the point, and it's dumped into the corner by Paquin. Alberto back for it. Edwards trying to forecheck. He goes over to Ahrens. Ahrens, headman to Alberto. Alberto sliding it to the Massena blue line. Paquin's there, knocking it down into the zone. Edwards coming in on Barr, and he can't quite get to it. As Barr came out of the net, made a good play. Puck at center ice. With it is Ahrens. Across the blue line, makes a nice move. Centering pass, knocked down. Edwards back the other way. Edwards trying to slide it ahead. The puck comes free, and Tayo takes it in the zone. He and Alberto go together, and the puck comes in behind the net. Picked up there by Montroy. Montroy feeding ahead for Ahrens. Ahrens headman pass intercepted. Paquin picks it up. Paquin, long pass to Medina. Medina across the blue line. He gets railed, and the puck comes free to Peter Bintz. Bintz, side of the net, down, bounces it in behind. Now the puck comes free. OFA controls it. Hard check thrown there on Medina. They jam for it. Back to the blue line. Paquin, he can't keep it in. The puck comes out to center ice. Controlled by Massena. Here's Convertini again across the blue line. He stops.
We got a penalty coming up. Let's see.
Marty Medina.
Marty Medina going off. I didn't see that as away from the play, Jerry. I didn't see it start. Medina going off. Apparently he's the only one. So Massena picks up their second penalty of the period. OFA will go on their second power play of the third period.
That was a retaliation of some sort. Of course, the referee missed the first one, but they always get the retaliation.
Medina had got railed about twice, I think, just before that. Little retaliation, I guess, and of course Medina gets caught. Another penalty for Massena, and OFA will be on a power play.
We're down to 8:55 left in the third period. OFA continues to lead 4-1. Stan's not happy with that call. He's giving Mel a piece of his mind, I guess.
Yeah, Sandor and Bill Reed both. I think they're saying, if anything, it should be matching minors probably, but
I don't know. I didn't see it.
I didn't either. It's sort of away from the play, and I wasn't watching, Jerry.
Okay. Burke out there along with Fauché. And we're still waiting here. The puck is dropped. Comes back to the Massena blue line. Albertine picks it up. Dumps it to an open wing. And back in behind the net it goes, OFA zone. Alberto is there to pick it up. Alberto, long head man, comes just outside the zone. Knocked down. Fauché takes a whack at it. He's got it. Slides it ahead. Now it's poked away from him. Burke picks it up. Trying to dump it. It comes to Garvey. Garvey runs into his own man, but he still gets a piece of it and dumps it in the Massena zone. Albertine back to pick it up, whistles it around the boards. Stepping in front of it is Hansen. Hansen loses it to DeRushy. Here comes DeRushy. Takes a whack at it. Down the ice it goes, and Barr has to stop it. About 45 seconds left in the power play. In behind the net, it's Ed Alberto again. Alberto, long headman pass, knocked down Albertine. Back the other way, and he dumps it right on. And the pass picked up by Frederick. Frederick now trying to build up a head of steam. Burke takes him out of the play. Here's a shot by McDonald. The save, it almost handcuffed Larry, but he held on. And the faceoff will come in Massena territory with 25 seconds left in the power play.
Good job by McDonald. Of course, McDonald has 2 goals already for OFA. That time, Matt Larry came up with a save, making the face-off in the Massena zone. 25 seconds left in the penalty to Massena's Medina.
Mickey Edwards out there now with Jeff Johnson. And let's see here, Aaron's line out for OFA off the face-off. Paquin takes a whack at it. He missed the puck. The wraparound comes right in front, and it's steered into the corner by Edwards, I think. Here's a shot, knocked down. King lets it go by. Aarons picks it up behind the net, tries the center, comes free in front, and nobody can get a handle on it. Goes back to the blue line. Here's a shot from the point. Leary makes the save, leaves it in the corner. King fires it around the boards for Johnson. Johnson can't get to it. It comes right in the slot. Finally, Paquin gets it out to center ice, and the penalty time as he lapsed. Puck dumped right back in. Massena zone. Paquin with it. Feeds it around the boards. In the corner. They jam for it. We have a whistle. And what were we going to have here? Face off outside. The net's off its moorings.
That moved, I believe.
And the face off moves outside.
Well, just inside the Massena blue line.
Inside, okay.
Penalty is over. Both teams skating 5 aside.
But it's still 4-1 OFA.
Right. Time is running down.
Quickly.
Very quickly.
Always goes quickly when you're behind. Okay, McDonald's line out there against the Edwards line. Off the face-off, puck out center ice. Controlled by Farrand. Feeds it back across the blue line. Headman pass comes to Garvey. Garvey in behind the net. He and Albertine jam. It comes to Tayo. Tayo tries to drop it to Albertine. Garvey there, taken out of the play by Albertine. Puck comes to Frederick behind the net. Looking to bring it around in front. Goes back to the point. Alberto shot knocked down. Goes in behind the net. Hits the side of the net. Frederick back there. The puck comes in the slot. Controlled by Massena's Johnson. Breaks it out to Edwards. Edwards across the blue line. trying to drop it through. Nobody has it. Johnson takes a whack at it. Alberto gets it out to center ice. Tile picks it up there. Circling, drops it back to Albertine. Albertine headman to Johnson. Johnson by a check. Has it poke checked away. Drop pass goes to Sidden. Knocked away from him, but Tile comes back to help out. Tile gets tripped up. There's going to be a penalty on Frederick of OFA.
Okay, Massena will go on the power play as Frederick of OFA picks up a tripping penalty as he tripped Jeff Tile. So with 6:20 to go in the third period, and Massena behind 4-1. Massena goes on the power play. This will be their third power play of the evening.
They haven't really done too much on the power play yet tonight, but a good chance here to at least make it an interesting finish on the game. If they fail to score here, you might as well say goodnight, Irene. Okay, we've got Convertini out there to center. Vince and Medina off the face-off. Puck back in the Massena zone. Aaron's out there to try to kill it off along with McCaffrey. Sitting with it, has it poked away. Puck bounces in behind the net. Darren King after it. He's taken out of the play. Puck comes along the boards. Aaron steps in front of it. The puck comes free back to the point. Here's Hansen's shot. Goes wide. Puck in the corner now. Aaron's and Vince jam for it. Vince feeds it ahead to Convertini. Convertini steps by a check. Kicks it. Backhands it. Intercepted again by Hansen. Hansen just dumps it in the Massena zone. Comes in behind the net. After it there is Sidden. Trying to bounce it in behind. King picks it up. It was King, and he dumps it down the ice. And that's going to be an icing call against Massena. Who's on the power play here?
I don't know. I think Massena is, but you'd never know it by watching the game here. Icing called against Massena. The face-off will be back in the Massena zone. We're down to 46 seconds, and the penalty to Frederick of OFA. Massena down 4-1.
So the Edwards line comes back out, try to get something going here. Off the draw, puck comes in behind the net. Albertine. Albertine starts out. Headman, Edwards. Edwards to DeRushy. DeRushy looking, steps by a check. He's going to take it across himself. Slides it through the middle. It's intercepted. Tio after it. He can't control. It's back out to center ice. Here's Albertine feeding it ahead for DeRushy. DeRushy moves it to Johnson. Johnson has it taken away, and it's dumped again with only 19 seconds left in the power play. Goes to Tio. Tio has it taken away. Here comes Campbell, the big drive, and the save made. Larry leaves it in the corner. After it, there's Pat Wade in behind the net, taken away. 5 seconds left. And this will be the last hurrah for the power play. As Tio takes it across, the power play is over. Frederick out of the box. It comes to Mickey Edwards. Edwards gets by a check, trying to feed it around the boards. It comes to Tio. Tio trying to drop it back. The puck comes into Edwards along the boards. Edwards and Tio to King. King's drive. The glove save. And holding on is Rob Barr. I don't know.
That's only the second save Rod Barr's had to make here in the third period.
I hate to say this, Reg, but I think I hear that fat lady singing in the background.
I'm afraid so. Not looking good for the Massena Red Raiders. Not really doing much here. In the third period, they're down by a score of 4-1 and only 4:33 to go in the game.
Burke's line back out from Massena. Off the faceoff, puck in the circle. Back to the blue line. Paquin takes a whack at it. Poked away from him, back out to center ice. Here come the Devils. Breaking down is Kevin O'Neill's shot. And the save made. Puck around the boards. King feeding it for Valance. Valance starts out of there, trying to get it out of the zone. Knocked away from him. Finally, Paquin picks it up, dumps to an open wing. Fauché intercepted, dumped right back in. And again, another save made. We got delay offsides, but that's waved off. The puck comes to Paquin. Headman to Burke. Burke gets it across the blue line, has it taken away. Right back in the zone by Scott Kaya. Paquin with it again. Paquin loses it momentarily, gets it back again. Steps by a check. Here's Paquin. Cross the blue line. Offsides. Valance ahead of the play. 3:49 left to play third period. Still 4-1 OFA. Looks like we're going to have a game on Monday, Reg.
That looks like Massena will probably be playing Monday here against Watertown. And then if they win that, they'll probably be playing OFA at OFA.
That's right.
Wednesday night.
The only way it won't happen that way is if Norwood Norfolk can knock off the Berg and Massena beats Thousand Islands. Of course, the Thousand Islands game will feature the return of Kevin Craner. Off the face-off, puck in the zone. After it, Medina. Medina stops, trying to center it. It's knocked down, gets it back again. Back to Albertine at the point. He just shovels it right in front. It's deflected by, I think, Barr. The goaltender goes off the ice surface and will face it off in OFA territory to the left. 4-1, OFA leading Massena. 3.5 left to play in the third period.
Hey, this Convertini line's been about the only line that's got any offense going for Stan Moore's Red Raiders tonight.
Yep. Massena's first line looked like they were asleep out there. I don't know what happened to them tonight. Here's Medina, right front bench shot. Hit the goal post, I believe. Now they score on the rebound.
On the rebound, I think it's Marty Medina. I said they were the only team or the only line to have any offense. And Medina picks up the second goal for the night for Massena. It's now 4-2.
Tell you what, though, it's a tall order coming up with 2 goals in 3.5 minutes. But Massena scores their second goal of the game. So it's 4-2. Marty Medina getting the goal. Peter Vince getting the assist. So it's Medina from Vince. Off the faceoff, puck comes to Albertine. He drops it to Sidden. Sidden, long headman pass right on the stick of Tayo. Tayo drive, knocked down. Tayo, the shot. Barr makes the save. Puck in the corner. Tayo back to the point. It goes through Albertine's legs. Down the ice, a foot race for it. Sidden and Garvey, and Sidden gets there first. Garvey takes him out of the play. Frederick dumps it back to the point. Here's a shot, knocked down. Comes in the corner. Albertine picks it up, trying to slide it back to the blue line. Frederick gets a piece of it. Hard check thrown. It comes to McDonald. McDonald in the corner. He and Albertine jam, and the puck tied up there. And we'll have a face-off with 2:52 left. Now, if Massena could pop another one in here, that would make it interesting anyway. But the face-off will be in Massena territory. Burke's line out there. Burke, Valance, and Boucher. And it's going to be the Mickey Hansen line out for the Berg. Not a lot of time left. Off the face-off. Puck in the slot. They jam at it. Goes into the corner. Paquin picks it up. Headman pass goes out to center ice. Hansen stops it. Backhands it back in the Massena zone. Back out. And it comes off the stick of Boucher. Bouncing around. Valance takes a whack at it. Who's got it? Valance, he loses it. It comes to the blue line. Valance picks it up again. Has it poke checked away. 2.5 left to play. Headman pass comes from King to Valance. Valance to Burke. Burke shovels it. It's back out to center ice. Now Paquin takes a whack at it. Dumps it in the zone. Goes in around behind the net. Stopped by Barr. Leaves it for Hansen. Hansen feeding it out. And down the ice it goes. That'll be an icing call against OFA right there. You're going to see, I would guess, the Mickey Edwards line out. With 2:09 left to play in the face-off in the OFA zone, Massena's got to pop one in right here.
No, he's sending his big line out. His big line for tonight, Medina, Vince, and Convertini.
Okay. Got to go with...
hey, they got you 2 goals tonight.
Yeah. Got to dance with who brung you, right?
They hustle, I'll tell you.
Face-off right side. Off the draw, puck in the circle. They jam for it, controlled by OFA. Back to the blue line, Ahrens. That comes to Medina. Medina sliding it through Convertini. Puck side of the net. Cleared around the boards by Barr. Medina throws a hard check. Where's the puck? Comes back to DeRushy. DeRushy dumps in the corner. Vince, it goes by him. Over on the other side, Bill Tolman. Tolman trying to get it out. Kept in by Albertine. He skates right in front. Shot. Oh, he hit the goal post.
Hit the bar.
Oh, my God. And out to center ice it comes. Oh, what a tough break from Massena. Here's a quick shot high over the net. Albertine picks it up. Back the other way comes Massena. Albertine poke checks it ahead. Convertini. Convertini across the blue line to Marty Medina. Medina shot, save, the rebound, another save by Barr.
Good effort by Marty Medina. OFA picked up a penalty. I think we're going to see Tolman going off for an elbow, I'll tell you, as he just nailed Albertine over in front of the Massena bench. But as he did, the puck went ahead. Marty Medina looking for his hat trick, and I'll tell you, Jerry, he almost had his hat trick for tonight. Good effort by Marty Medina. So OFA, let's see, I think they're calling charging, I believe, on Toma. I thought it was an elbow call.
So Massena will go on the power play here with 1:24 left. Hey, it's almost time for goaltending pulling time.
I tell you, Albertine, I thought he had the goal there. He waltzed in. He looked, he took his time, took the nice wrist shot, hit the crossbar.
Hit the crossbar and bounced out. That could have gone either way. Could be a one-goal hockey game right now. Got to give the Raiders credit, as they're going to call timeout here. Here with Tayo.
Matt Larry's skating out toward the blue line. If Massena gets control, he'll be gone.
Oh, he's coming off no matter what.
He might as well.
Yeah. Massena's got to get one here in a hurry. Face off the draw. Puck sits in the circle. Garvey comes up with it. Albertine steps in front. Feeds it, side of the net. Comes in behind now. Tayo controls for Massena. Tayo lost his footing, gets up again. Center right front shot. Save! Big save by Barr.
Save, man. The Darren King had that one. Big save by Rob Barr. Massena almost picked up the power play goal.
Surprisingly enough, this has turned into kind of a fun game here.
It really has, but they say too little, too late.
Might be.
If they'd have played like this in the second period,
and we wouldn't be where we are right now.
Where we are.
Okay, Edwards will face off again. Hansen's going to take the draw for OFA. Okay. The coaches are yelling from the bench. We got to have a face-off here. Off the draw. Puck bouncing around to the point. DeRushy drives. Knocked down by OFA's Garvey out to center ice. It comes to DeRushy with a minute left. Headman pass, Tayo. Tayo drops to Edwards, knocked down. Garvey loses it. Here comes DeRushy. Stepping by a check. DeRushy across the blue line, centering pass. Tayo shot, knocked down. 47 seconds left. OFA trying to clear the zone, and it comes out to center ice. Back to the Massena blue line, 40 seconds left, and Jeff Johnson picks it up. Headman pass goes to Tayo. Tayo ahead to Edwards. Edwards loses it. Now the puck comes free. We have an offsides call. Only 31 seconds left. So I'll tell you what, it's a good effort, but we'll wait and see here. Massena's got to pop one in right away here. Oh, yeah?
Down to 31 seconds. Massena's on a power play. They pull their goalie. Got 6 attackers.
Yeah, face-off just outside. Off the draw in the zone it goes. Hansen takes a whack at it outside. Back in, offsides. We'll draw it again. And that ticked off several ticks. 26 seconds left. Of course, the thing about OFA being a man down, they can ice the puck and not worry about it.
All right. There'll be no icing against OFA if they throw the puck down, as they're killing a penalty, as McCaffrey is in a minute and a half on an elbow call.
I would imagine they'd rather not be down a man, though. Off the faceoff, puck goes deep in OFA territory. Racing in for it, Alberto takes a whack at it, back kept in Albertine beating it over. Johnson, a shot! Oh, nice save by Barr. Barr's been good. Got to give him credit. Now the puck dumped into the corner, and down the ice it goes. That'll about take care of it right there. DeRushy picks it up. Steps by a check. That'll take care of it. As the game is over. No, they score an open netter. No, the whistle had blown.
The whistle had blown.
We got an interference call on Jeff Johnson. The face-off will be where? Just outside, just inside Massena zone. 4-2 with 4 seconds left. I would guess, well, they're not putting the goalie back. That'll tick down the time right there. And the game is over. OFA wins it on a score of 4-2.
Well, a good win for OFA, Jerry. I think, of course, the period that put it away was the second period. The first period, pretty even. It ended in a 1-1 tie at the end of the period. Third period, Massena came back after a little lackluster effort the first part of the period. Of course, Massena picked up a goal in the third period. But the second period is the period that killed Massena. They couldn't get anything at all going. And, of course, OFA picked up their 3 goals, and as he said, that's all she wrote. That's all they needed to put Massena away by a score of 4-2 tonight. And of course, OFA, if they do win against Norfolk on Saturday, will definitely tie up number 2 spot and in the league, and also will have home ice in the playoffs. Hey, for OFA, big line, the Frederick, McDonald, and Garvey line, they accounted for 3 of the 4 goals for OFA. So really, they were the big guns for OFA. The physical game of OFA kept Massena on track. I'll tell you, they were really knocking Massena around tonight. They're a more physical team than Massena. Massena does not normally play a physical game. Massena really doesn't have the big horses to play that physical game. OFA does, and I think they come in with the idea, hey, we're going to play a physical game, and we're going to put them on the seat of their pants, and I'll tell you, they did.